So, hello. Once again, I'm back on my old, trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. And today, I'm recording locally and streaming, if all going well, onto its service. And before I will continue, I would like to let you know that we are on Linux Mint once again. And let's check out the stream and then the system information. So yeah, let's see the stream. Hopefully it works. Or it's on Kick service. Oh yeah, it's on Kick service. My bad. I misremember. Yay! My bad, sorry. Kick service it is, and hopefully all will go well after this low point at the beginning of the stream nonetheless. So yeah, system information it is. Let's use like this, system information, and boom. Alienware M17 R5 AMD, Linux Mint 22.3 Cinnamon. The system has an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HX, and the GPU is also an AMD Radeon RX 6800M. Also, the system has 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SSD storage. So yeah, maybe it's good also to show you the terminal information. I think that's fine too. Let me zoom up a bit. I think that's fine. So as you can see, Linux Mint 22.3, Alienware, blah blah blah, yada yada. You can pause the stream or late on the YouTube channel the video and take a good look on your own pace on the system information. I think that's fine for now. So yeah, plenty of things have happened. I have a good story to tell today, because yesterday I was kinda pessimistic. I wasn't seeing a few things going well with my Linux Mint experience. But yeah, it turns out that I could approximately manage to customize it the way I want it to appear. And so yeah, as you can see, the top panel is like this now. I have customized it to my will, to my likeness. The menu. And here is my dock. And as we can see, the system, it's using more or less my own preferred colors, regardless of the app. More or less, of course, because I have few offenders here and there, like Flatpak apps, for example. It has few idiosyncrasies that I have to fix, just like more like this is true for most of the distros. I had the same issue more or less with others. We will see. Today I'm more optimistic than yesterday, that's for sure, regarding of the customization of the system. And this is it basically. One issue that I have yet to fix. I have downloaded my own cursors, my usual suspects, which are the suite cursors. However, depending on the app that I'm moving the cursor around, it changes size, shape, etc. So that's not cool at all. And the rest of the system, more or less, it went well with the theme, the icons, the applications as it says here, the buttons, etc. So all in all, it was a good thing. All went well. So yeah, I finally managed to install like plenty of apps that I was in need for, and I had few things on this matter to tell you. I had few problems and I have to talk about them. Well, here we are, so installed applications. I think I mentioned this yesterday too. Okay, I will do it. Yes, nice. So basically, when I try to install few apps like a Vivaldi browser or like Yoplin, as you can see, they have this red kind of a sealed icon down here on the corner, here and here. So basically, in order to install this, I had to turn on a switch here on preferences. This one, Flatpaks, show unverified Flatpaks. But, oops, I had to click on back. Anyway, let's go again here. But as you can see, I managed to install most of these things. The dock here basically is Planck, this one. And the rest you have seen me using on my other distros as well. So all in all, we are on good track. But now I have to customize and iron out all the details. Like for example, when I'm using FlatSeal, for example, and other Flatpak apps, of course. As you can see, it doesn't have the system's theme, what I prefer to use. So I will have to fix this as well. But at least I can have the FlatSeal, sorry, to use my own fonts. And let me show you Parabolic, for example. Here, as you can see again, it doesn't use the theme, but at least it uses the fonts. So it's like 50% there already. But yeah, system appears to be otherwise fine, and it feels kind of snappy. I didn't expect that with the changes and all that. However, I think this is something related to the scaling issue. I will show you now. Let me go to the display. I have enabled today the scale here on the settings. They have this option here, enable fractional scaling controls, experimental. So I did that, and this is how I have these new scaling percentages, because yesterday I just had 100% and 200% or something like that. But anyway, now it's 150, and sometimes I have noticed with this experimental feature to get some slowdowns while using the system. But other than that, it's like quite snappy, I must say. So let me open up all the basic apps that I have on my dock and try to pinpoint those who are not adhering to my themes, settings, etc. Put this one like this. And one thing that I need to solve, I'm not sure if it's even possible on Cinnamon in this desktop environment, is to have the ability to save the Windows positions. Most of my apps, they just don't care about their position on the screen. So yeah. And as you can see, Kdenlive is not yet properly fixed. System monitor it's not. The emoji picker is not. So yeah, we have a good amount of work to do with the apps, but at least most of them they're already there, like Tenacity or GIMP, etc, etc. So yeah, so far so good. And I don't know if it's possible to understand on the stream. The system is quite snappy, and plenty of potential there, because I'm still on, as you'll see now, I'm still using the software encoding. I will show you now. So basically, as you can see, for streaming and recording, I'm using the video encoder, which is software X264, and I'm just using high bitrate of 8000. High bitrate, it's like okay, I guess, and yeah, and of course, although the system is running at 4K resolution, 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz. As you can see, I'm streaming and recording at full HD 25 FPS. But other than that, no problem whatsoever. No stability problems, even though I'm poking the system quite a lot, I must say. And so far, I'm happy to report that besides a very silly thing of mine couple times that I just worked on an autopilot mode, I didn't need to actually use the terminal for any of this. So I guess the people behind Linux Mint, the purpose of having this system ready for use outside the box, it's truly valid. So far, at least, it's truly a valid argument, I don't know, tagline, marketing, whatever you want to call it, it speaks truth. So let's go and check a few things about Linux Mint. Linux Mint, let's just go on Wikipedia and the official web page. Let's start with the Wikipedia first. So yeah, Linux Mint is a community-developed Linux distribution based on Ubuntu. First released in 2006, Linux Mint is often noted for its ease of use, out-of-the-box functionality, and appeal to desktop users. It comes bundled with selection of free and open-source software. The default desktop environment is Cinnamon, developed by the Linux Mint team, with Mate and XFC available as alternatives. A Debian-based version of Linux Mint also exists, called Linux Mint Debian Edition. Linux Mint is available for blah 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 systems. Anyway, and on their official website, it says the latest Linux Mint 22.3. It's called Xena. They have it here on a lesser, smaller text. Some kind of a code name, I guess, or marketing name. Anyway, the latest version of the friendly operating system is here. Install it on your computer today. And it says here, what is Linux Mint? Linux Mint is an operating system for desktop and laptop computers. It is designed to work out of the box and comes fully equipped with the apps most people need. This very last part always clicks a bit on my brain, like not quite right, but yeah, I can see what they mean by this. But yeah, most probably it rings quite true, at least so far with what I have been doing with the system. However, just like most Linux distributions out there, they have this Frankenstein way of make you use the apps. I don't know who, when, if at all they will solve this, the people behind most Linux distributions, especially the mainstream ones, but I find it kind of silly, like you know, as I show you before, like having flat seal, for example, here next to, I don't know, let's just say to the files manager, Nemo. This one using the theme that you have installed, or even the system's theme, and this one uses its own technology GTK theme. It's like, okay, but not really. This, I think, at least the Linux Mint people should take a good look at this and have the system adapt the Flatpak apps in some way. I don't know, after the user installs something, to do a routine check on the background and have it adapt to the system themes and etc. etc. I guess for security reasons or other reasons they could avoid doing this. Perhaps that's the reason. But even then, you can have a pop-up something asking the user if he wants to do that, and it will greatly be appreciated for people like myself. So yeah, so far so good. Yesterday the first stream recording went flawlessly, no problem with the sound or graphics or anything. Love it. Maybe it's the old wine, fine wine of X11. I don't know what that is, but no problems. No, at least problems that I could able to see or hear. But I'm an old cow. But yeah, we will see. As for the rest of the stuff, hopefully all will work fine by tomorrow. And then I will try to manage accomplishing my, besides how things look, how things will be working, like the desktop wallpaper, which is one of the best so far, like with Chaos Neri Octalia. Because it still remains after the restart, it continues from where it left before you restart the system. I mean the slideshow of the wallpapers. But I need to still be able to jump as I see fit on the specific wallpapers. I will do that first chance I get. And then of course I need to solve the mouse cursor factory thing. Another thing of mine that I need to do personally. So yeah, we will see. But so far so good. I feel better using this system today than yesterday. And truly, I think it's a good solution for the average Joe out there who wants to use their computer without troubleshooting this, troubleshooting that. Anyway, we'll not drag this any longer. As always, thank you for everything and see you on the next one. Bye!